do? Y'all already know, man. K-Fraud TV back in the building. Y'all do me that solid favor. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and also make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Gonna go ahead and vibe and chop it up with y'all a little bit, man. I got my comments pulled up on the screen. Answer some of y'all's questions. See what y'all got to say, what y'all want to talk about. Let's do it. Welcome to another live stream, y'all. You hear me? How's everybody doing tonight? For the most part, I hope everybody's doing good. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, can't complain. Y'all know we got Thanksgiving coming up. I got a video I'm dropping tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned for that one. I just figured I'd go live with y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just for the hell of it. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Hope everybody got a happy Thanksgiving ahead of them, though. You know what I'm saying? I will say that, though. You know? I be wanting to go live over here more often, y'all. Y'all don't even understand, but it's just, I got so much shit tied up, so many things that I be doing that it'd be hard for me to, you know? For real, though. How's everybody doing, though? What up, y'all? What up, y'all? I see all your comments coming up. So many of them, man, I can't even keep up with them. What I'm gonna do though is I want to do a real one roll call. You feel me? So before we go ahead and get into this live fully, y'all drop where y'all from right now. You hear me? Inside the comment section, just so I can see where people are tapping in from. You know what I'm saying? You know, I see we got some people from Broward, people from Texas, Delaware, Kentucky, South Carolina, Maryland, Louisiana, Marion County, Baltimore, Melbourne, Chicago, Massachusetts, South Carolina, Texas again, Broward, Memphis, Minnesota, Missouri, Georgia, South Virginia, St. Louis, Lake Worth. Shout out to them boys in Palm Beach. That real now. That's what I'm talking about, man. You hear me? I love seeing that I got people all around the world. Because you know what they say, right? They say your biggest haters be from where you from. You know, that's why they recommend, you know, rappers and shit. Like Boosie say, you'll die in your hood before you die somewhere else. Your biggest haters be motherfuckers around you that know you. You know, it be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because everywhere else, people only like see the potential in you. You know what I'm saying? They only see the greatness. But where you be at, where you from, them boys be hating. You know what I'm saying? It's like crabs in a bucket. So you got to find your way to get you some bread, you know, and do your thing. And that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Kenny Reacts? Drew's Aquariums. What's up? Shout out to Palm Beach, you heard me? Yeah, man, so like I said, I'm going to be dropping a video tomorrow, y'all. I was going to drop it today, but then I said, nah, you know what? I'm going to go live since I got a lot of time on my hands today. I said, fuck it, I'm going to come live, come over here and chop it up, y'all, answer some of y'all's questions, especially do a little Q&A. You feel me? I try to keep up with I got the comments slowed, you know, so I could see them, you know, for the most part, so nobody gets skipped, you know what I'm saying? All right, let me see. John said, what's Thanksgiving in jail like? It's all right. You don't get nothing major. You might get a little, depending on where you at. Like the county jail, they might give you a different cake, or you might get a little bit of peach cobbler. You feel me? You might get some exclusive, different type of bread pudding. But that shit's trash. I remember one year I was in black and white, max custody in the county jail, and they gave us a piece of ham and a piece of turkey, and it was stitched together. They were yelling over the intercom, make sure y'all remove the thread, do not eat the thread. That bitch was stitched together, all piece of, like lunch meat turkey and lunch ham. They fucking like put that bitch through a sewing machine. Like, what? Oh, and you might get a little piece of sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie, you know what I'm saying? That's about it. All right. Let me see. What's up, Longstreet? What's good with you? What's my favorite food in the world? I'm going to be real with you, though. I love pizza. You feel me? Pizza is one of them things where, like, as long as it's like a real pizza, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like Little Caesars and shit, that shit ain't really considered real, you know? That shit's like quick go-to survival kit stuff. But like real deal, like New York pizza and shit like that, gas. And I love pickles. Pickles is mandatory. Believe it or not, y'all, but I keep like 5 different jars of different flavors, like different brands in my fridge. I fucks with them. You feel me? That's one thing that I love, boy. Is pickles, boy. That shit's gas. What's up? How you say it? Sloxed? Is that it? Sloxed and throxed? What's good with you? What up, Brandon? What up, Vito? Bizzle said I like pineapple on pizza. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. Pineapple's gas on pizza, you hear me? A lot of people feel like, pineapple ain't meant for pizza. I feel like, man, that shit meant for whatever, to be real with you. You feel me? That shit's gas. Like, I like pineapple on pizza now. What's up, Dale? Okay for president? Nah, they don't want me in office. It'd be kind of, interesting, but nah, they'd never want no one like me in there. You feel me? What's up, Gary? I miss most, but going to happy Thanksgiving to you, Shrimp. I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving, coming up. Hey, I will ask y'all this. Since we got Thanksgiving coming up, I have to ask y'all, right? And I'm asking this because for those that don't know, when I'm on my gaming channel, people ask me questions all the time. So I figured, shit, I might as well ask y'all the question that I get asked. And what they've been asking me the last couple days is, what's the best dish for Thanksgiving? I know mine. I'm going to be real with y'all. Mine, what I feel like the main special thing is stuffing, man. You feel me? That's my opinion. Me, I fought with stuffing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might call it dressing or something somewhere else. But stuffing, that's like mandatory. That's the one thing to where I feel like if you ain't got stuffing, you ain't celebrating Thanksgiving. That shit to me is more important than the turkey. You could get stuffing and turkey any day of the year and eat that shit. But on Thanksgiving, if you're eating stuffing, you ain't even gonna realize if there ain't no turkey on your plate. But if you're eating turkey and you ain't got no stuffing, you gonna realize, man. For real. Let me see. What's up, Tom? Hey, shout out to Baltimore, you hear me? Tally said baked mac and cheese, gas. Cornbread, gas. Mashed potatoes is dressing. What's up, Pat? Hey, Pat, what they do, bit Davey with it? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, right? A lot of people, too, that was saying in my comments, right, when they was asking me this question, and I'm saying stuffing, right? When I'm saying stuffing is like the one thing that I feel like makes it feel, seasonal. Like stuffing don't hit the same to me. It don't feel seasonal if you eat it any time during the year. Like it's gas, though, but it don't feel seasonal. That's one of those things that, like, I literally won't buy until, the holidays. Just like eggnog. Eggnog, like, nobody wants to drink that shit in the middle of the year, you feel me? When it comes around to the holidays, that's when it feels like, that shit's meant to drink, you feel me? But a lot of people, when they were asking me on my gaming channel what my favorite thing is, and I was saying stuffing or dressing or whatever that, people like to call it, a lot of people were saying green bean casserole. You feel me? That's what a lot of people were saying. A lot of people were saying green bean casserole is their favorite. They're guaranteed that you must have it and shit like that. Don't get me wrong. I like that shit a little bit, but nah, bro. It ain't outdoing the dressing, bro. It ain't. To me, it's not. You feel me? What's up, Highs and Blue? Oh, you had your Thanksgiving turkey cooked on a grill? That real now. I ain't gonna lie, I've had it like that before. I also had it where you put that bitch in the pot and you drop that bitch in the oil. Fire. See, a lot of people, man, they be like, man, with holidays coming around, it's the perfect time to spend time with your family, right? I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Me growing up, 4th of July and shit was my old boy's favorite holiday. You feel me? He used to go big on 4th of July, you know what I'm saying? And then Halloween, you feel me? That's my favorite holiday. But as my old boy got older, you know, when you start getting older, you know, you realize your time, you know, you don't overlived half your life. So you realize, you know, it's time to start spending time with family. So Thanksgiving became my old boy's favorite holiday. You feel me? And then, so it's like meant for family, you know. But I always been one of them people that is like a hopper, like on Thanksgiving. You feel me? We'll go over here, 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 here. You know, like my, you know what I'm saying? Different family members and shit. That's how it was when I was little. Now that you know, I'm older, you feel me? I ain't got no parents alive. You know, my mom and dad are both in heaven, you feel me? So it's like, my homeboys are the same as me. So when Thanksgiving comes, we all end up hopping around together now. You feel me? But they got like their families and stuff like that. You know, they got their mom and dad and shit. You feel me? I'm the only one that don't. You know, but it's like, I'll throw down, you know, for my peoples. You feel me? And then I'll hang out with like my dogs. I'll go to their shit. Then I'll go to their mama's house and I'll go over here. Those are like my families outside of the family. You know, they know me my whole life. You feel me? So it's kind of like, you get what I'm saying? A lot of people grew up in a house where y'all celebrate Thanksgiving all the time, you know, and y'all are still at whole. But when you're someone that didn't, you feel me? Like, we had a dinner table growing up, and no one ever ate at the dinner table. Thanksgiving Day was the day that everybody came together and ate as my old boy got older. We would all sit there and eat together that one day a year. We'd walk by that dinner table, never sit at it. That bitch sat in a dark, dim room. We never even turned the light on at all. Unless we were like vacuuming and cleaning and shit. You feel me? But other than that, that table was only used strictly for Thanksgiving Day. You feel me? Which is kind of crazy if you think about it, though. All right? Like, shit, man. Like, you know, but we came a long way, though. Because I remember when we didn't celebrate Thanksgiving. Like I said, like my people's, not that they didn't celebrate, they just ain't give a shit about it as much. You feel me? Until they got older. So I remember, man, they fucking, we'd get McDonald's and shit, like, you feel me, on Thanksgiving and shit. Like, when I was little, here, $5, son, go get you, you know what I'm saying, a McChicken and shit. That's how it be, you feel me? But for real, though, shout out to everybody that still got their peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta enjoy it while it's there, dog, because everybody's got a number, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's got a date. You feel me? And it's like, normally people go when you're not expecting it. You know, you can have a motherfucker in the hospital 20 times that you think they're going to die, and they pull through. Like, it's like, it happens when you're not as worried. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when you're worried that they're not going to pull through, 9 times out of 10, they'll pull through. You feel me? But then that one time when you don't even think it's that serious or something, before you know it, and you're like, what the... You feel me? So you got to enjoy Thanksgiving, man. That's an important day, dog. That's all I can really say. You feel me? Hey, Bizzle, you said who messes with shepherd's pie? Man, I grew up on that shit. I love shepherd's pie. That shit's gas. For real, for real. What's up, Mark? Do I talk to Sosa? If you talking about Sosa that I had on YouTube, I fought with him here and there. We got each other on Instagram. He be busy. He does his own thing. You feel me? But shout out to Sosa. I fought with him. Hell yeah, that's my dog. Brothers Drew Aquariums, what am I thankful for? I'm thankful for my freedom. I'm thankful for my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful to be alive. You know, I've took a lot of losses in my life. You feel me? A lot of ups and downs and shit. But at the same time, like, I'm one of them people, though. Like, I could be taking a loss. I could be struggling, and you'll never even notice it. You see what I'm saying? I'm good at hiding it. You feel me? My feelings stay the same. I've always been one of them people that are like, no matter where I go, I'll brighten the room. You feel me? So, like, for instance, in jail, they put me in a 6-man cell or a 4-man cell. You know, everybody else in there, I get their mind off their time knowing I'm going to prison. Feel me? I'll be in that bitch hanging out laughing. You would think that I'm boning out. Or you would think that I got a slap on the wrist charge. And really, I'm the only one that ain't really going home. You feel me? But I'm the one that, like, I make other people, you know, think outside the box of their situation. You know what I'm saying? That's that, you know. But those are the couple things I'm grateful for, you feel me? Like being alive, my kids, my freedom. You know what I'm saying? Because every time you come out of jail, that shit like a second chance. Like the county ain't really nothing, you know what I'm saying? That shit pussy. You know what I'm saying? The county ain't really nothing, you know what I'm saying? The county jail, you know, yeah, you might have to fade and shit like that, but the chain gang, you come home from prison, is literally like dead ass like a second chance at life, dog. And it's like you gotta learn where to pick up the pieces. Straight up. And not just pick up the pieces, but you gotta learn to you gotta learn how to move, dog. You gotta take what you learned while you was gone and use it on the streets. See, when you're in prison, you gotta duck and dodge the guards. You got contraband, knives, bangers, pokers, cell phones, tunchi, dope, cigarettes, money. You got things that you know you can't get caught with. You don't want to get caught with. Sometimes you fucked up, bam, boom, confinement time. You get caught, you get it knocked off. But you learn how to stay off the radar and how to slither your way around and move in that institution. You feel me? So when you get out, you got to just stick to that. A lot of people don't. A lot of people come home and they're sloppy with it. And either they get killed or they go right back to the chain gang. That's it. They're sloppy. You got to take that same shit that you had to master while you were in there and use that shit on the streets. That's it. For real, for real. That's the best thing you can do, dog. Like, take what you learned in that bitch. A lot of people don't do that. They just do shit. They just do the time and just because they have to do the time. And the next thing you know, they hit the streets. They forget about all them times they was in there stressing. They forget about how many times they wish they were out. They forget about how many times that hoe shitted on them. How many times they dogs didn't send them money. They forget about all that. And they come home now feeling like a superstar because they free. And then next thing you know, they get fucking sidetracked and they become a reoffender. You got to just learn how to do it. There's plenty of ways to get money on the streets and every single thing, as long as you move the right way, dog. Straight up, straight up. That's how I look at it. What's up, layman? You said, what's my favorite between ham and turkey? I ain't gonna lie, I'd pick ham over turkey. You feel me? I'd pick ham over turkey because sometimes, you know, you can have turkey. That shit be dry as fuck. That shit might not be all that. You know what I'm saying? But ham, yeah, I'd pick ham. You feel me? You can eat that shit anytime during the year. You got that pineapple ham, the cinnamon glaze and all that, honey ham, all that shit. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, when it comes to this YouTube shit, if I could come on here every day and chop it up with y'all like this live, I would. You feel me? Believe it or not. You know, but it's like, I got so many eggs in my basket. You know what I'm saying? And like, for anybody who knows me, you know, y'all know what time it is. You feel me? But it's like, I be wanting to stay on YouTube as much as possible because this shit keeps me out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. For people around the world who don't really know me, y'all might look at it like, oh, yeah, he's just a YouTuber and this and that. Different ball game in real life. You see what I'm saying? I'm a content creator. You feel me? I'm a prison content creator. I'm trying to be a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? So I have flaws. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it has to do with violent shit. You feel me? So me, the more I stay on YouTube, the more I hang out, the more I'm on the gaming channel, vibing on the game and shit like that, the less shit I find myself in. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, when you go to prison, you learn shit. So you might come on the streets and things that you learned in prison might feel one type of way. So that when you come on the streets, you're still wrapped up in that mindset. And then it'll turn into a situation. For instance, like if someone said something to you some type of way in prison and you took it as a put down, or if he tried you, you know what I'm saying, or tried to walk over you or tried you like you was pussy, you know, you're going to get into a situation. You're going to confront it. You know what I'm saying? Now on the streets, someone might say something to you, but you're still in that mindset of how it is in the chain gang about people sliding. You think a shit gonna slide. You feel me? Then you're like, oh, I wonder if he thinks I ain't catch that. You feel like they trying you. And then you mash the gas, take it there, and the next thing you know, they ain't even mean nothing by it. You're just stuck in that mindset. You get what I'm saying? It's like you think someone's trying you when really they were just talking to you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit, it's just crazy. So there's a lot that comes with being on YouTube. This shit helps me, y'all, believe it or not. It literally does. You feel me? Because when you do time, you end up becoming institutionalized and you end up being adapted to certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like I've told y'all before, I still shower in slides. They're just not shower slides like the county jail. You know what I'm saying? They're either lacrosse or fucking hill figure or fucking polo slides now. But I still shower in slides. I still make my bed in there the same motherfucking way with a 6-inch flap like you do in prison. Like there's certain things that just stick with you and you won't catch that it's institutionalized to you. It's just like, shit, I don't like the way the bottom of the shower feels, so I wear slides. You feel me? But do you think I ever showered with slides before getting locked up? No. Do you think I ever made my bed that way before I got locked up? No. You see what I'm saying? So it's like certain things stick with you. And when you come home, it's hard to adapt. And one with me is violent, getting into stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, my blue eyes fool people. But me doing the YouTube kind of keeps me out the way and out of a lot of positions. You feel me? To where I can understand if it's the institutionalized shit trying to take over me. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people can't do this YouTube shit when they first come home from prison. They go to looking in the comments and old fuck nigga and old boy, you got me fucked up. And they go to rapping and rah-rah and everything like that because they're still in that chain gang mindset and they can't take a comment. Whether the person, they know them or not, or if it's a troll. You see what I'm saying? And YouTube helped me learn to, you know, chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You feel me? Like the merch, chess, not checkers, man. I learned how to be cool, calm, and collective because I know 9 times out of 10 motherfuckers who run their mouth to me on YouTube, fuckers won't do nothing to me in real life. So I just, you know, but I want y'all to know YouTube be helping me, believe it or not. I know a lot of my videos help people around the world and shit, but YouTube helps me also. You feel me? For real. Mark, have I been in a fight since I've been home? Yes, I have. Yep. Like 4 of them. I told a video I knocked a dude out in Publix one time. Another one, I got in a fight, road rage at a red light. Got in a little neighborhood brawl with a couple of my dogs in the neighborhood. Another one, we got in a fight in front of the strip club. There was a couple of them. Probably if I still think, it was probably more than 4, actually. You feel me? But I'm only human. You know how it is, man. At the end of the day, it's like, it's kind of hard, you know, like, that's why I don't try to go places as often, man. And like for anybody who follows me on social media and stuff like that, other than these platforms, y'all will be able to even notice that I'm by myself damn near 95% of the time. You know, like if you follow me on social media, then you'll know. I like do things myself. I'm my own team. I'm my own goon. Yeah, I got homeboys and shit that I can meet up and pull up on like it ain't nothing and jump out. And if a war break out, I got ones that are willing to slide and rock. But I'm my own goon, you feel me? So I don't really need it. A lot of other people travel in packs and shit. You feel me? They feel comfortable in a pack. You feel me? That's what it is. They feel uncomfortable by themselves. I'm more comfortable by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm less comfortable in a pack because you can't trust them motherfuckers either. That's how it goes. You see? It's real. That's just real life shit, though. At the end of the day, you got to know how to carry yourself and know how to stay out the way. You feel me? Because whatever you're looking for, you can find. You know what I'm saying? For real. What's up, Louis P? What's up, Screwed Up Texas? Yep, Spark Plug. Remember they used to call me that shit in the program. Used to get hot and pop off. Just like a spark plug. You feel me? What's up, Todd? What's good with you? How you say it? I don't even know how you say it, man. Dynasia or something like that. Shout out to Indio. What's up, Kevin? Shout out to New Orleans. White Rabbit said that I watched someone get taken. Nah, not like front and center, just sat there and was like, you know, drinking my water and shit, was like, oh, that's how it's done? No, definitely not. You hear about it. You know, it happens close by, but I don't think no one's going to sit there and watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the hell would sit there and just watch it. Like, oh, that's what he does. Oh, look how he's got his leg wrapped up. Oh, look how he's got him in the buckle now. No, like I ain't never sat there and watched no shit like that. You feel me? Do I remember Jiff? Yeah, you talking about where you go before you go to the detention center? Right? You talking about like Jack and all that shit? Yeah, I remember that. What's up, Vaughn T? I appreciate that, man. Travis says side bets. Making side bets and shit, right? Like, I bet you he get taken. Him right there. Yep. You could just tell the way he's walking. Look how stiff he looks. Yep. He's spooked. He's shitting bricks right now. Yep. I got 2 bags of coffee on the dude in cell 2. He gets taken before the dude in cell 6. You call that? And now, don't get me wrong now. People betting there over shit. So, like, I'm making a joke of it. But believe it or not, there's probably people in there that really bet on shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There's probably, you know, shit that... Because I know there's things out of this world people bet over, you know? Like, you could just look at a group of new people and bet that that person will whoop that person. And them two are friends. But they don't know they're about to get put in a dorm and are about to be forced to fight each other. So, you see what I'm saying? Literally. And it's such finessing and it's such manipulation that it's like 2 people are coming in the dorm. There's a total of 8 of them. I got a bag of coffee on him that he'll whoop the other dude that you're betting for. So then when they come in, you go up to that one, I go up to my fighter. They don't even know we got a bet going on. But I come up to them and tell them, look, in this dorm, you feel me, everybody must fade at least once. You know, so at the same time, you know, doing you a little favor by giving you an opportunity, you know, to fade your homeboy you just came in here with. You feel me? So that way you ain't got to fight somebody in here you don't know, you know, and then people want to jump you and shit. You see them boys over there looking at you, and then when he looks, them boys going to be over there nodding. You feel me? They're all in on it. And then you point at his homeboy, and then the other person's in his ear telling him the same shit. Like, yeah, you see, your homeboy already agrees, you know, just to fade you and get it over with. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm over there saying, nod your head at him so that way he knows, you know. And then when they look at each other, they both nod their heads. Now they just fucking agreed on something they don't even know. And now they go over there and they line it up. And then we're throwing bags of coffee back and forth at each other. Me and other people. That's how creep it is in prison. Shit like that happens. People will be betting on you. You don't even know. You don't even know you're being scoped out. As soon as you walk through the center gate and you're going into your dorm, you feel me? You go into the intake dorm. Like, let's use Calhoun, for instance. You go to A dorm, which is the orientation dorm. As soon as you walk through center gate, you walk by G dorm and all that shit. You walk by, everybody's looking through the windows at you. You think you're freshly new to the camp. You know, oh, this is what prison's like. Ain't nobody here. You don't even know everybody's looking at you through the window, already placing a bet on you. You feel me? Can't wait for your 2 weeks to go by in orientation so they put you on the compound. Like, that shit be real. Travis said, did I know Pistol Pete in Charlotte, CI? Shit, I knew Pistol Pete before Charlotte, CI. What's up, Dirty Vibes? Why Broward so off the chain? I don't know. You know how it is, man. There's people living like that everywhere. What's up, Justin? What institution has the worst COs? Well, where I was at, okay, now, Calhoun, they had, like, Klan meetings and shit. Them officers there, boy, they was against black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. And they weren't cool with me because I was cool with black people. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, they were more, like, on that race shit, you know, up there. You got black officers, same colors, Wesley Snipes, Boosie and all them, chewing dip. You feel me? Like, countryed out. You feel me? They were, like, bad, you know? But then you got Charlotte CI, which was way down south, way down here, where they were hood officers. But they were literally, like, stomping, dragging, and killing inmates. You see? So it's like, it depends. You go up north, you got it's going to be real Hickville, real hillbilly, real, like, crackered out. That's what they're going to, you feel me? And they're not just against blacks, they're against the whites. They're just, in general, they take advantage of being a guard against inmates. They don't care if you're white or if you're black. But if you're black or if you're white with hood tattoos, you know they strip you down when you first come in. You ain't got nothing on but your fucking tats. You feel me? They scope. You got any hood tattoos, they treat you some type of way. And they beat and kill inmates up there also. you know, but then you come down south, you got hood officers with golds and shit. That's real ghetto slang, more urban, you know, but they kill also. So it's like both. Now, if I had to pick, I'd rather deal with the hood officers, though, with the golds that are killing than the country ones up top. Because the country ones, they're on some shit like they'll lie and get you more time. You see what I'm saying? Like I had one of the lieutenants when I got into some shit. I told a video about it. He was like, "Oh, out of my 15 years or whatever, I ain't never sided with an inmate. You know, I can get you 20 years alone with this pen. Da 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 da." Like they're on some flaw ass shit. You know, and it's like when you go up there, when you go up top and stuff, and you go to these little institutions, them shits be like family ran. So it's like the mom, the aunt, the husband, the two sons, the brothers, the cousin, they all the guards and shit be kind of like related when it's them little hick towns and shit. You feel what I'm saying? And that shit's kind of like, they can literally do what they want to do and hide you. Shovel it up, cover you up. Like that shit be real. What's up, Chris Davidson? What's up, Alex is on fire. What's good with you? John said, what gangs run the jails in Florida? Shit, I'm gonna be real with you, man. It's all different. Now, down south where I'm at, you go to the jails, you know, in this part of Florida, you're gonna see a lot of Bloods and Zoes. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That's like the main thing. And the white people are already outnumbered as it is. So majority of the ones you see either gangbang that or they don't. That's it. But it's like, even if they don't gangbang, they're going to rock with their color, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's very rare for a white boy to get a head up. You know what I'm saying? If it isn't a respect thing or if you're in one of them dorms where people just ain't on that jumping shit. You feel me? So it's like, but majority of them be Bloods and Zoes because that shit originated down here. Not the Bloods, but the Zoes. It originated down here. You feel me? So it's real squatted with that. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be more neighborhood shit. You know what I'm saying? Like beef with each other. Same people that you end up being friends with, though, once you go to prison. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. JD Frank, what do you think they're doing at that old shut-down prison that you walked around? I don't know, boy. That's a conspiracy right there, man. That shit's crazy just to think about it, man. Because I know what I seen, you feel me? And I know them boys had people in hazmat suits and all types of shit. What's up, Justice? Zach. You ever had beef with the skinheads? Nah, not really. Not really no beef. You know, like, believe it or not, like, down here in Florida prison, they call them the Unforgivens. You know what I'm saying? And I guess on the West Coast, they call them Peckerwoods and stuff. But I only met one person that called himself a Peckerwood in the state of Florida prison. He wasn't, like, making it known. That, and he wasn't running with the Unforgivens. He was just like, oh, yeah, my uncles and my granddaddy, I'm a Peckerwood and this and this and this. You feel me? Or wood. So... But a lot of times, the white people, like the Unforgivens and shit, like, they never really had a problem with me, but they would never, like, want to hang out with me as one of their own. You know what I'm saying? And it's got a lot to do with, like, your tattoos or who the mother of your children are. Like, for instance, one of my baby mamas is Puerto Rican. You feel me? That right there makes it to where it's a no-no. You feel me? I could get put in the gang, and then they find out later one of my kids got Spanish in them, and then next thing you know, they want to kill my family and kill me. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. So it's like little stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then having urban tattoos, you know. But I never really had, like, beef with the gang like that. You feel me? A lot of times, though, I will say this, and I hope people don't take it the wrong way, but a lot of times when shit would go down on the compound, you know, like somebody's getting stabbed or word around the pound someone's going to get stabbed, they would come to me and ask me, oh, bro, you know, like trying to get information and try to play the cool card with me because I was in the middle of them and the blacks because I'm cool with the blacks. So it's like, you know, I don't go off of colors. You feel me? I don't give a damn what color you are. You real, you real, you fake, you fake. You feel me? I'll punch a white person in their shit just like I will a black person, just like I will a Chico, a Spanish person, a fucking Asian person. You know, it don't really matter to me. I don't give a damn what color you came out. I don't care if you bleached yourself. I don't care about none of that shit because we don't go off colors. You feel me? But they'd always, the same ones that they'll eat together 10 deep every single day, and they'd seclude me and a couple other people that were like hood urban white boys. But then anytime when their antennas are up and they don't know what's going to take place, or if it's one of theirs that are going to get wet up or stabbed, they want to come around and ask me to ask my dog to see, you know, if it had anything to do with one of his kinds or anything. You feel me? They want me to try to, like, they want to be cool now. You know what I'm saying? That's for the experience that I've actually had. You feel me? With them. You know? Fraud, when you gonna do more how-to videos? Oh, you're saying like how to do this, how to do that, how to do this? I don't know. I got such a long list, man. Like, I wanted to pick back up on the damn inmate dictionary, because I know I forgot all about doing inmate dictionary. And I got all that shit still jotted down and everything, but I'm like, I done changed my whole scenery and setup and everything. And I'm like, man, I ain't even really been doing the fucking inmate dictionaries. All right, let me see. What's up, Jeffrey? What they do? Shout out to Hollywood. What's up, Coffee Walk? You said 92 days clean. That real now. Congratulations. JP said, we different in South. We don't divide ourselves like other states. That's the reason you like in Louisiana. Oh, okay, yeah. See, that's how it is. Like, okay, for instance, people divide themselves. Like, the only ones who divide themselves in Florida prisons is the whites won't want to be like the ones who are like unforgivens, you know, Aryan like type people like that. They won't want to be in like, okay, like, it's hard to explain. Down here in Florida, you got all different colors in the same gangs. So it don't matter if you're a Blood, a fucking Latin King, a Zoe, no matter what it is, there's all different races in that same organization. You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't have, what's the word? Where they separate people and shit like that. We don't, it ain't like that. You could get put in the box and your cellmate could be a different race. It could be a rival gang member. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you know? They don't segregate like that. You feel me? But you ain't gonna see no like unforgivens, like people that are, you know, like that are repping that white pride shit. You're not gonna see them running around with any other gangs inside of prison. You will see urban white boys, like white boys that can get along with the GDs, the Zoes, the Bloods, the Kings, the Crips, the Cutthroats. That's where it's like, you feel me? And it's kind of bad because the white people that do want to try to be like, oh, if it ain't white, it ain't right. They don't know, but they're like least of the worries that the gangs, a lot of times at certain camps, don't even take them for real. You feel me? Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been speaking to my dogs in the dorm, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, I ain't worried about him, bro. We'll get all their brothers off the pound, bro. They're the least of our worries. Or they'll be like, yeah, shit. And if he says something, then shit, fuck it. We'll get them off the pound. It ain't even got nothing to do with the little 15 of them that are on the compound. You see? Because there's more whites freely running around. This is the easiest way I can explain it. There's more whites freely running around or in different gangs than there is in the white gang in Florida. Tell me that ain't crazy. Like, you're outnumbered by your own color that's separated in other organizations. See, so it's kind of like, you feel what I'm saying? But then the ones that want to push the issue, like, you know, a lot of black people look at it like off rip. You rep that, they look at it like you're racist. They look at it like you're against their skin color. So anything sets off, you got to be on your P's and Q's, because if they want to try to get y'all off the pound, they will. And I've been in institutions to where the guards know this. So I've been in institutions to where if a white boy comes there, like Calhoun, for instance, if a white boy comes there and he's a solid white boy, he's not like no hood white boy, the guards will hurry up and get the process in to get him transferred to the work camp ASAP. And then you go to the work camp. I landed there for 5 days. Wasn't never allowed to go outside the gate, though. You feel me? Didn't even get to get my job in the kitchen or nothing. I landed there 5 days. Didn't even get to try their chicken. Straight up. You feel me? But it was ran by white boys. Like, they literally take them out of the real institution and put them in the motherfucking work camp. And the work camp was ran by white boys. There was only a handful of blacks when I was there for them 5 days. They only had 2 dorms, K dorm, K1 and 2, and L dorm 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? L1 and 2, K1 and 2. You feel me? But the guards there were real countryed and hicked out too. So they would take solid white, and so they don't have problems with blacks or anything like that. They would make and they turned that work camp into a white camp to where when I got there, all the guards didn't even like me for them 5 days. That's why I got a DR so quick and they got me out of there. Cause yeah, I was white, you feel me? But then when I got there and they seen who I was and how I am, sure, send them back over there so you can go hang out in that jungle. That's what they did. For real. What's up, Danielle? What up, Racked Up Rob? What's good with you? I'm gonna be real with you, Zach. I ain't never heard of them. Like, no disrespect shit or nothing, but I never heard of the Nazi lowriders. Never have. You feel me? Canadian Criminal Society. Do Canadians have a clique? Nah, there ain't no like clique walking around like, oh, we're from Canada and all that. Nah. You feel me? Like, it ain't, it's basically like other gangs, real gangs ain't gonna allow that. You see? So it's like, if there's 5 of y'all that hang out with each other and y'all are together every single day and the only thing y'all have in common is y'all are from Canada and all y'all are vibing, and other gangs are gonna look at, they're going to try to shut it down before it even grows. So they're going to look at it like, even if y'all are minding your business and you're not trying to put no gang together or anything, they're going to try one of y'all some type of way. Someone will be walking the canteen or Vizzo or the school building, wherever it is, and someone's going to try one of y'all just to open the door up, just to show like, yeah, all 5 of y'all may be over there clicking up, but that shit ain't nothing. That's how it goes. They like, you know, you plant seeds, trees will grow. So people will like interfere and try people just to purposely, you know, test that shit first quarter. That's how it goes. It'd be the stupidest shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's what people do, dog, you know, just to kill time, I guess. You feel me? What's up, Alan? Any Mexican mafia in them prisons or the streets? Me personally, I ain't never seen. I can't. See, I don't want to speak on something and people twist my words, but I've never seen one myself, you know? Never. I never, you know? Like, the most things you're going to see when you go to Florida prison is you're going to see, not in this order, is about how many there is. I'm just going to name all the main ones. You're going to see Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings, Zos, Cutthroats, fucking Nietas, Treses, you know, shit like the Unforgivens, which is the white gang. Those are the main ones. That's like basically boom. You feel me? Those are the main ones. When you go there, you'll see the handshakes. Oh, the GDs. Yeah, I can't forget GDs, which is folks. You feel me? So, like, those are all the main ones that you're going to see. All the other ones, like, I've seen Mexican kings before. So, like, only, like, Mexicans on the pound would be, like, running with the kings. So, it's like, I can't really go off shit I ain't seen. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Let me see. Is it uncool to make jokes about rape in prison? I mean, it all depends, really. I mean, somebody will check you and be like, man, why you with that? Why you keep talking about that sissy shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what, you want a bandit to come in here? You joke around with that shit if you want to, and a real one gonna come in there and get you. It might, you know what I'm saying? They might not take it, you know. They might not take it like you joking. You feel me? A real bandit gonna fucking hear about it and think you basically putting a message out there. Like shit, all right, well shit, he talks about it so much, he must want that to happen. Or he might, you know, and people don't even see the signs. And then you're gonna have a real bandit slide on your ass with a big old rod like this big. He gonna say shit on his dick or blood on his knife. Pick one. You feel me? What is Cutthroats? Cutthroats is from Jacksonville. They're like rivalries with the Zoes, most likely. It actually came down here to Florida from New Orleans. When Hurricane Katrina and all that shit happened and everything, Soldier Slim is who, like, invented that shit. You feel me? So up there, like, Louisiana and all that shit, like Boosie and all of them. Cutthroat Conniving. You got Cutthroat Conniving, and you got, what's the other one? Cutthroat Committee. There's 2 of them. Like, they came from up there, and then they came down here in the Jacksonville. You feel me? And then if you look it up, Jacksonville's got like the most hoods in Florida. Like the size of Jacksonville is like bigger than any fucking place. I want to say I don't want to be saying it wrong, but if you look up how big Jacksonville is, it's either the biggest city in Broward County or it's the biggest city in the United States. One or the other or something like that. Like its own, like it's got so many hoods, so many different under one thing. You feel me? Like how big it is. You know, like the big county or some shit like that. But that's where they originated when they came down here and they, you feel me? They're everywhere though. You feel me? Have I ever gotten to it with a Zoe? Yeah, I did in the county jail. That was my dog though. My dog Bell. I faded him. We faded and everything over some bullshit. But I ain't never really. And I had, actually when I was at Calhoun, I had one come up to me. Well, actually, I'll take that back. The one that came up to me, his name was DP. He wasn't even a Zoe. He said he was TTG, which is Waka Flocka was his big homie from Atlanta or some shit. And when I got into it with him, he tried to come at me because he said he said he was tied with the Zoes. In all reality, he was their like crash dummy. You feel me? And then when I told him off from Davey, you feel me? I'll fade. It don't matter. He went and told them boys, and they were like, "Oh, we don't give a fuck where he's from," because he didn't say Davey. He said a different thing that started with a D. You feel me? And then they were like, "Oh, we don't care where he's from." You feel me? He either pay rent or he check in. So then I was gonna, when they seen I was finna fade, and then I got in a fight with the one dude, and then I started saying, "Oh, I'm from Davey, nigga. We can do this shit, whatever. It don't matter." The other dude was like, "Where you say you from?" I said, "Bitch, I'm from Broward," and I threw my setup at him. But the Zoes kind of like sent him at me, and then they ate him because he was telling people he was tied with the Zoes. In all reality, he was just in his other little gang that didn't have numbers, so he tried to like be their little do-boy, their little Under Armour in order to like not get tried himself. You feel me? Low Life Mike, our nets, never hear anybody speak of them. Well, because that's some jit shit. You feel me? They all be repping that shit in the jit camps. And then when they go, like, there's another one, X-Men. You got Arnett, you got X-Men, and there's a couple other ones and shit that I don't remember. But, and then when they come to the adult camps, they're not gonna, no gang is gonna let them rep that shit like that. So they eventually roll over to being, you know, like an X-Man. 9 times out of 10, they become a Blood. You feel me? And the Arnetts, I'm not sure what they become, but that's how they really, you know, they don't push it in the adult camps like that. What's it like for small minorities in the little Middle Eastern? I mean, everywhere you go, man, there's problems, you know, regardless. You know, it's like if you're considered the minority, you know, at the end of the day, then, you know, people are going to take advantage. That's just what they can do. They're going to take advantage of anybody that looks vulnerable, no matter your color, your race, no matter your gang. If you're outnumbered, you know, they're going to take advantage. Like, you could be a Blood, a real certified Blood, or a real certified Latin King, and you can land at a camp that you don't have that many brothers. Them other gangs that you were just walking all over at your last camp because y'all had numbers, that same gang might have triple the numbers you got now, and then now they're going to try to walk over you. See, so it's like a hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? It's like a hit or miss, man. Or what happens if a Jewish inmate has a 6-point star tattooed? Or someone could press them. Yes, people do get pressed about their tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people also do try to make up any excuse possible about the tattoo. You know, there was one dude one time, he had a female tattoo on him that had a red bandana over her face. And he said, "Oh, no, just I'm a white boy. The red ink looks good on my skin." You know, and this and that. And they thought he was some blood shit. And them boys said, "You better cover him up, boy. Your ass gonna get flight lifted, boy. Yeah, gonna get a free helicopter ride." You see what I'm saying? What's the worst prison I went to? I'd say, me, hands down, I'm gonna say Charlotte. Charlotte, CI was the worst one I went to. You can look it up, and literally, you could Google Charlotte Correctional Institution mortality sheet, or you can actually just come on here on YouTube. You could type Charlotte Correctional Institution in on YouTube, and you'll see all the stories, all the deaths, all the killings, inmates that were dying, and guards killing inmates, and different shit. Like, it's crazy the way it was at Charlotte. What's up, Vicky? Zach, oh, you said, oh, so you're talking about basically the biker gangs. Those, okay, they basically just hang out with the Unforgivens or they stay to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't gonna be, like, I ain't never seen, like, I've met outlaws and Hell's Angels and shit like that before, but I've never seen them running in packs in jail. You see what I'm saying? They don't really run in packs, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like they got their own gang while they're in there like that. You feel me? I think that shit's got something to do with, like, not like on no pussy shit or nothing. I could be mistaken though, but I think it's got something to do with, like, when you rep that shit, it's like it's like bike life. You feel me? So it's like you're in prison now. You don't have a bike. You're not riding. You're not representing. So it's like I think they just fall back for the time being of being locked up. You get what I'm saying? Because it's got a lot to do with the bike. You know, that bike, you know, for them being able to ride and shit. And, you know, that's so it's like there's no bike involved. So I think I don't think they just click up and start repping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met a couple of dirty white boys and shit, but everybody was individual. Like, it was not like anybody was clicked up because, like I said, certain gangs ain't finna let that shit go down like that. What's up, Ed Gordon? Hey, shout out to East Tennessee, you hear me? All right, let me see. Frog Jr. doing in school? A's and B's. A's and B's. Mandatory. All right. Let me see. Was the jail Zanny's hitting or what? Zanny family? Yeah, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I had some fun times when I was in there, man, on that shit, believe it or not. You know, but just the past time. You know what I'm saying? That shit used to make it to where, like, even danger, it puts you in more danger because it's even severe danger situations. Yeah, see the Xanax, boy, it's like, fuck them. Tell them to bring all the knives. And you don't really know how serious the situation is because you're all mellowed and down. Now you don't really know, and them boys really want to stab the shit out you. You feel me? And it's like you see when people slip 1 second regularly when you're not on those Xanax and shit. You see how quick one person slips, they get got. Here you ass hit Xanax, boy. Next thing you know, boy, you're sloppy and you're mellowed down and you're like, shit, fuck them, who it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when the GDs put a hit on me, you feel me? Because I knocked one of their brothers' golds out. And I remember I went over there in D1. I lived in D2. We went over to D1. The head was over there, you feel me? He was my dog, though. He used to be in D2. But the GD that I hit was his actual set brother, you feel me? So he felt some type of way. So I went over there and I was like, hey, bro, you feel me? I was barred out. I said, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? My bad, bro, for splitting your brother, yada, yada, yada. Because he wanted to put a hit on my head. And homeboys I had from different organizations like the Bloods, the Kings, the Zoes, they all rose and all they gangs came down there and was like, bitch, it ain't nothing. Like, all the gangs fuck with me. So it was like, ain't no way in hell. Because once I knocked him out with his golds, I lined him up, head up. It was just he had pullouts. He told people they were perms. But when I connected, them bitches and slid across the floor. So it was like, it was embarrassing. But shit, he told people they were pullouts. I wasn't thinking of his golds at the time, you feel me? If he wasn't lying about him being pullouts, then people wouldn't have thought of it such as a big deal. But due to the fact that he lied about it being pullouts, it looked like I knocked his gold fucking perms out of his mouth. So once the one tried to put a hit on my head, we all went over there. And I was barred out, and I went up to him. And I was like, yada, 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 you feel me? My bad, bro, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, bro, but this ain't the first one of my brothers you put your hands on, this and that, you feel me? And out of all of them, bro, you do it to one of my own set brothers, blah, 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 and shit. You know, I'm on Xanax and shit, you feel me? I got a knife on me, you feel me? Like, I'm just, you know, I'm not spooked or nothing, you feel me? I'm not scared of bro. I'm just like, you know, all my dogs from different gangs were like, well, just go talk to bro, see if you could dead the whole, you feel me? Because they were going raw. And everybody's got money floating around and shit going around in the compound. You know what I'm saying? We all got money transactions going. All different gangs are eating. So it's like, if the shit could be prevented, then, you know, just, you feel me? Try to see if it could be prevented, or else we're going to all sabotage everything we got going on. It wasn't like they were going to leave me in that water. So then I'm talking to him, and he was like, yeah, bro, this and that. He started getting loud with me, I guess, because he thought by me coming over there, really, I was down because I was on Xanax. You feel me? So I was over there like, man, you feel me? Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, yeah, bro, you feel me? I was about to put my hands on you, this and this and that. And I stood up. I was like, bitch, ain't no one finna put their hands on me. He's like, what? I said, nigga, what you saying? And I had to clutch my knife. Like, see, like, you get yourself, like, I didn't even take that hit that serious because Xanny family was eating Xanax, getting into shit in prison. You see what I'm saying? So it's like eating Xanax in prison, bro, that shit'll get you in totally more worse situations. You feel me? Because if I wasn't on Xanax and the situation went down, I would have been aware of like how many people literally really want to stab me over this situation. You feel me? But man, I don't give a fuck. I felt like that shit wouldn't even hurt me at the moment. You feel me? That's how I felt on them shits. For real, dog. That shit's no joke. For real. John, did I ever run a shop in jail? Nah, I never wanted to be the store man. Nah, because that shit's just looking for problems. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes. A lot of people want to be the store man because they look at the outcome of the hustle. They look at it like, okay, 2 for 1, or, you know what I'm saying? That's normally how it is. Like, okay, I'll let you borrow a pack of batteries, but you got to give me 2 back. Or here's a soup, you owe me double. You know, and shit like that. And they want to feel like nobody messes with the store man. That's what they think. They think of it's a escape card for drama. You know, kind of like tattoo mans. You know, they get escape cards also because if he's a fire tattoo artist, all he's got to do is show how raw he slangs that ink. And a lot of people are going to protect him now. We need this tattoo man in our dorm. They're not going to let no one bully him or try to rob him or hurt him or anything like that. They're going to protect him because he's good at slanging ink, and they ain't got to violate and go to a different dorm to get tatted. They can get it right there in their own quad. Same thing with the store man. Everybody thinks because they're the store man, people are going to protect them and shit like that. And yeah, it just means a lot of people are cool with you. But sometimes them same people that are down to protect you, you know, have fallouts about you. They start feeling your vibe and start seeing your flaws because you start thinking you could walk around with your chest out when really you're only doing that because a lot of people are kind of cool. But then before you know it, them same people that got cool with you, you know, you done copped attitudes with, been slick, you know, talked greasy to them. And before you know it, when it does come to where people want to try you or whatever, there's going to be more than half the dorm that owe you money. So then they're going to look at it as a payment to where like, shit, well, you know, if he does stab him up and get him out of our dorm, I ain't got to pay him. So a lot of them same people that were friendly with you to get shit from you that once would back you and stuff eventually will fall back from the drama because now you get stabbed up and get shipped. They look at it like they don't owe you. It's like they like kind of want you to get flipped when you're the store man. And a lot of people, I know I've seen it happen personally to someone from Tampa one time. People would come in the dorm and purposely want to borrow shit, you know, just to try you. They want to test your heart. They won't even need it. They just want to try you just to run off to see if you're living like that. And if you ain't living like that, they'll come rob you for all your lockers you got filled with shit. So it's kind of like if you're not really living like that, you're going to have to do a really living like that act in order to stop these motherfuckers from coming and robbing you. You see what I'm saying? So me, I'd never want to be a store man. I feel like that shit's just looking for drama. It's looking for bullshit. Because it's trying to like make you conversate and be in the mix with everybody. You got to trust everybody. Think about it on the streets. If you grew up in a life of hustle and you know how it is fronting somebody and then you got to worry about getting your money back. You know there's certain people you can front and you ain't got to worry about your money. And there's certain people you feel like you got to chase after them for your money. You know, like they're holding, and then there's the other people that are holding your money like for ransom to where like they owe you money and then they give you your money, but then they want to front again. And then they give you your money, but then they want to front again. So it's like you're never really getting your money. You see, you got them 3 type of people. Now you're going to be a store man. You got to deal with these type of people. You're putting yourself to where you're fronting everybody. That's the whole idea of a store man. You are fronting everybody. Fuck that. That's drama to me for no reason. You feel me? Make me stab the shit out of somebody. All because I fronted them. As soon as people come in the dorm, hey, where the store man at? There's a store man in here? Don't even know this motherfucker from Can of Paint. You don't know what camp he came from. You don't know how long he's got, who he runs with, what he's here for. None of that. He's going to come straight to where you are because they hear you're the store man. And then if you don't front it to him, that's going to give him a reason to rob you. You feel me? And then they're going to run off with what you front them. And then if you don't do nothing to them, they're going to come back and rob you. That shit, you feel me? That's how I look at it. Did the white guys ever plot on you because you were down with other races and different cliques? Nah, they ain't never really plot on me. They gave me the shoulder, you feel me? But it's all right. But I had a couple of them that were my dogs, though, that were part of the clique, you know, that would come over and, what's up, bro? What's up with you? And we'd be vibing. We had like a different vibe than the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? They were the type, like, no matter what I'd say, they'd laugh at my joke. Like, I knew they didn't fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? I'd say something that wasn't even funny, and they just act like it was funny, and they were on my side and all that. But really, they just wanted to, like, use my face card to the other cliques, the other gangs, because it would look like I might be associated or cool with one of them. Or that's how it was. Like, motherfuckers would try to use my face card, and I don't even know their names. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. They didn't want nothing to do with me because of what they stood for, but they wanted to play cool just in case some shit broke out with another organization. You feel me? That's the type of shit that it was. You feel me? Danielle said, so if you have lots of money, can you become a pod boss? Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't really think the money has shit to do with being a pod boss because there's plenty of people with money. You know, there's always going to be somebody with more money than you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. You feel me? And it's like, if you got 50 people in the dorm that have a ton of money, that don't make them 50 pod bosses. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, pod boss is shit you like hear about like on TV or somewhere else. They don't call nobody a pod boss down here in the state Florida prison. Pod boss, that shit's like a myth. Motherfucker say he's a pod boss, there's gonna be at least 75 people in the dorm that want to test that shit. So like I never heard a pod boss, me personally, never heard the word pod boss until that show 60 Days In came out and people were making reaction videos and shit about it. That's when I heard a pod boss. Like, they don't talk about that, like, in prison down here. Like, a motherfucker who even claims he runs the dorm. You think about it. If there's, let's say, 200 people in the dorm. This one motherfucker claims he's the pod boss. Fucking all you got to do is have 50 of them team up on him and get him up out of there. You feel me? Like, I ain't never been in a place to where one person ran the quad. You see what I'm saying? Look at it. What's up? What is it? Big VOL? Big Vol? Or is it just VOL? What's good with you? What's up, J Steez? That real now? You watched from Afghanistan. Hell yeah. Appreciate your service. You hear me? One of my closest dogs was an Afghan. He served in the Marines. Not the Army, but the Marines, you feel me? What's up, Smoke Motivation? What's good with you? Have you ever gotten to with the head of an organization? Nah. I never gotten a straight, like, with the head. Nah. Me personally, nope. But for some reason, everywhere I landed, all the heads of the gangs fucked with me, 1,000. So that's what made it easier for me to get a one-on-one. Because me and you can get in an argument over the phone or whatever it is, and I know for a fact that your head fucks with me 1,000, I'm going to be like, all right, don't worry about it, bro. I'm going to go holler at what's his name for the fade. I'll tell you straight up. And I'll straight cut out this solution. You put your hands on me, then we're bumping. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times I got myself in situations because I would swing first. You feel me? Old pussy ass cracker and just split them once they go to rapping, you know. And a lot of times it was like I overwhelmed my stay by doing that, you know, by jumping the gun. You feel me? But if I could put a time between us, like a timeout of the situation, I'm going to holler at the head off rip. And I'm going to get it stamped to where I get a head up with you. You feel me? And what they normally always said is they would never say, oh, yeah, go whoop him. Or, nah, bro, you can whoop my brother. They would always say, I'm going to holler at him. And if he tries you again or whatever, bro, that shit's stamped, bro. Green light on me, bro. You can fade him. I'll be like, all right. And then when I go back to the quad, I'll tell him, that shit dead, you feel me? But I went and hollered at such and such, bro. You feel me? And he told me, bro, you go to talking crazy to me any type of way or anything like that, you feel me? He stamped that bitch, bro. So I'm letting you know, bro. We can dead it right now. You feel me? But I got the green light, bro, for next time. You know, a lot of people, you know, feel like you're trying them by telling them that. Oh, I don't give a fuck what say. What's up, crocodile? And then bam, that's back shit. Even before he got to go holler at him and tell him. He tried me because I told him. And I didn't just straight try him like, oh, homeboy, da-da-da, stamp that shit, nigga, what's up? I never did it like that. I always told him we can dead it. We can dead this situation. That was like a respect way of doing it for whoever the head was of the gang. Like, we could dead the situation right now. You feel me? This shit ain't really nothing. You feel me? But I did go holler at bruh, your big homie or whatever. And he told me, you know, if worst comes to worst, you know what I'm saying? If you try me again or anything like this, that shit's stamped, bro. I'm going to get me one. And then they don't like that you went to their head, or they might feel like you really ain't holler at the head. And then they'll, oh, fuck. And then, boom, we get to get it out of the way right then and now. I wanted to fade you the first time anyways. I just ain't want to disrespect the gang. And then there's times where I would disrespect the gang, and then the head be like, damn, fraud, you put me in a fucked up situation. That my brother, this and that, this and that. What happened after the situation, and this and this. Oh, them boys line that shit up. But they know how I am. For the most part, I'm a happy person. Even when I got a lot of time, even when I'm stressing, even when I'm miserable, you know, when my anxiety kicks in, whatever it is, I'm a happy person. Like I said, I'm good at not showing. You want to be able to tell if I was down bad. You want to be able to tell if I was stressing. None of this. It's just I'm one of the people that make other people's happy around them when really I ain't got nothing to be happy about. So, like, when they find out their brother got knocked out or got stomped or kicked to sleep or something by a white boy, or down in whatever dorm, they off rip knew it had to be Frog. And then they come down there and then they'll be like, well, the way Frog is somebody obviously did something because they know me, you know? I'm not the one to start shit. So it's like, I'll be laughing and kikiing all the time and shit, making time fly. And the next thing you know, when I crank and I'm hot and I'm heated and I'm not finna stop until one of us knocks one of us out, then that's how they know, well, they must have did something to Frog. And then that's when the head would look into the situation, be like, okay, well, Frog split him, this and that. Frog's wrong, but why'd he split him? And then, oh, he tried Frog. He tried to cut him in the line of the phone. Frog told him, boy, it ain't nothing. He told Cracker this. So he was trying Frog, and then Frog ain't one of the ones you could try. And then, bam, then that shit always gets squashed. That shit's crazy, right? What's up, Trey? What's good with you? Hey, Heisenblue, Blue, you said if I ever performed at a rap concert, you know, my first performance ever was in prison, man, at a talent show, believe it or not. First one ever was at a talent show inside of prison, dog. Believe it or not, dog. I had the crowd rocking, boy. There was this one dude, he was a lifer. His name was Gank. He was older, like a hood older, like a black, he was a black dude, but he wasn't like an old man. He was probably like 42, 43, had a life sentence. And them boys were all jumping around, screaming and shit. Bro, rocked the show so hard that when I was walking off the stage, that boy grabbed me like this, and he was crying. Like, I'm like, holy shit. Like, I brought, like, excitement in we had to perform in the chapel, the church. Bro, I brought excitement, bro. Like, people were loving that bitch like a show for real. You feel me? And they were like, I made a dude cry, bro. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, damn, bro. And that's how I met him. Because he was like, bro, you did that, bro. You did that, bro. He had a napkin and shit. And I'm like, oh, shit, bro. Like, people were emotional. And everybody patting me on the back and shit as I'm walking through the crowd. I'm like, okay, I guess I snapped a little piece. You feel me? That shit was, like, crazy, though. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, because there's so many people in there that don't have nothing to look at no more because they got life sentence. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, them little things like that, they look forward to. You know, even the people who are performing, you know, at the talent shows or whatever type of like programs they got going on. The people who are going there to be a part of that don't have nothing to look forward to but that. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the people who are looking forward to the show, to watch it, to be entertained. You know, they feel like they was at a real deal concert. You know what I'm saying? That shit opens up a lot of people's feelings. You feel me? That shit be having people excited as hell. You know, that's that one night that they're going to feel outside of them walls and them gates. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. They all feel like, you know, it like gets rid of everything else that's in their mind. Everything else, and they're just straight thinking like they feel like they on the streets right now. That's why, like, when buck's being made and people make buck, which is like hooch, chain gang, like, you know what I'm saying, the shit that everybody be drinking to get drunk and shit. Everybody loves that shit because it makes them feel like they on the streets when they drink that shit. It makes you feel like you're vibing, your mind's off of everything else, and makes you feel like you out there on the outside once again. For real. Fraud, did you ever fuck with that dude got full of his tattoos of his forehead in DeSoto? Wait, did you fuck with the dude got full of his shit? Which one's that? Did you fuck with the dude got full of his shit tattoos on him? I don't even know which one you're talking about, man. I done met so many people with face tats. I done met so many of them. What's up, Vito? Yeah, some days behind bars are decent. You know how it is. It gets your mind off of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like T.I. says, man, a lot of people don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, in that song he's got, the song T.I.'s got, where he's like, you only do 2 days in the joint. The day you get locked up and the day you go home. That right there is 100% facts, okay? Because you think about it. Like, that right there, that line alone is facts. You only do 2 days in the joint. The day you get locked up and the day you go home. Because whether you got 5 years or whether you got 20 years, no matter how long you've been in there, you're going to remember the day you came in. And no matter how much time you just did, you're going to remember the day you got out. And you're going to remember when you're out, no matter how long you've been out, you're going to remember the day you got out. You see? So that's the only 2 most important days. The day you went in and the day you got out are the 2 days you're never going to forget. All that other shit's a blur, and you'll start remembering it. You know, talking about different things and seeing different things and seeing different people. Kind of like pick at your brain and reopening them little memory slots. But them other 2 days are mandatory. Those days you're going to always remember no matter what. You know what I'm saying? That's like facts. Everything else is like routine. You feel me? That's what it is. All right, let me see. Fraud, when you going to go fishing? I got a big-ass boat. We go out about 15, 20 miles. Pull up plenty fish. Every now and then we find the infamous square grouper. So what? When you go out there, what you be going fishing for? See, me, I like to do shark fishing. When you do that, when you go about 15, 20 miles out, what is it y'all fish for? What's that one shit called? The Goliath or something like that? I know there be some big shit, boy. People don't even know out there in the ocean how much shit's out there, believe it or not. You feel me? You said, do a walk around Charlotte. Show everyone what the worst prison looks like that you've been to. Shit, how I'm gonna do that? That's still a prison. Charlotte's still a prison. It's just, it's CM now. It's not general population no more. Did someone ever cry to me while I was in prison? Not really cry. I mean, you've had people like that cry about shit that's going on in the streets. Like, their loved ones died. They're not going to give you a furlough to go to the funeral. Or, you know, like their peoples were supposed to bring their kids to Vizzo. And then their baby mama's acting up and then bring them. And all this different shit. You feel me? Like that. You said the outside? Oh, the outside of the prison? I ain't doing that. There's a dude that actually got arrested. I forgot his name, believe it or not. He put a video up outside of Charlotte, CI, and was recording just the grounds. And the guards pulled up and acted like they wanted to jump him and shit. It used to be on Instagram. If you look up Charlotte CI protest, you'll see like this guy and the guards rode over there with their trucks and came there and were trying to take his camera from him and everything. And I guess he got arrested and they put like 80-something charges on him and been holding him inside of a prison. He's like a guy who was just protesting the outside prison grounds. Like, not even the prison itself. You feel me? And they're holding him, like, trying to hold him under these flaw-ass, like, charges and shit just because he was playing with them. Because everybody there, like, lives around there and they all stick together. So they see somebody out front with a camera. That boy literally said he was standing out there with the camera, right? He was standing out there with the camera and a truck drove by. And when the truck drove by, the truck hit it in reverse. And he's like, why are you recording my truck? And this was one of the guards. He's like, why are you recording my truck? He's like, oh, I'm just recording out here. And he's like, okay. He goes inside the prison. Another truck comes out. Like, these are their regular daily vehicles. They come out. The next thing you know, they're on the phone. And then a truck comes out with Captain Bush, which is one of the officers that used to fuck inmates up when I was there. A little short midget dude. He comes out driving with another officer in the passenger seat and fucking like 3 of them in the bed of the truck. And they pull up there. And they're like, oh, why are you recording? Like, they were going to jump him and shit. And he's like, oh, I'm allowed to record over here. And they were like, oh, I'm pretty sure you were the person they were talking to on the phone, because they were on the phone with someone when they walked in there. He's like, oh, I don't know who you're talking about. And then next thing you know, they came out there, and he's like, oh, is there a reason you can't explain all the unsolved deaths, all the inmates that keep dying? You feel me? Like, this shit has like the second highest murder rate in the state of Florida. Like, y'all keep killing inmates. Like, you can find all this on YouTube if you just type in Charlotte CI. Charlotte CI, protest, inmate killed at Charlotte CI, all this shit. And then when inmates die, all they do is like make the officer go on leave with pay. Like, what kind of shit is that? You just gave that man a fucking paid vacation. Like, that's all they really do. They don't really do nothing serious about it. You feel me? How difficult is it to escape? I mean, there's ways around it. You know, anybody could escape if they really wanted to. It's not like you see in the movies, you feel me? Because as long as you ain't got like no injunction on you, like a restraining order or an escape charge, you can work your custody down and get put to where you work outside the gate. And then now there's the hard part's over with. You just had to grind your custody down for a couple months to drop your fucking custody level. You feel me? You'll go from like closed, you know what I'm saying? And then like you'll go from maxed closed to medium, you know what I'm saying? Then you'll go to minimum. And then you'll go from minimum to community. Minimum's when you can work outside the gate. Community's when you can go to work release and you can live at work release outside of the prison. See, so like you just, and it takes like 60 to 90 days or something to work your custody. So if you really wanted to, you could literally just grind your fucking custody down until you could work outside the gate. And then when you all are out there, work squad, take off. Try to bet that's at least get you past the gate part, you know? Shit, actually, nah, I'm going to say, I can't agree with that. Racked Up Rob, you say you ain't going to go outside them gates unless you got less than a year? Nah, hell no. Not over here in Florida. I got homeboys right now that got like 30 months, 3 years. Still got almost 3 years. Probably like 20-something months that are at work release right now. Like, you could go outside the gate. You can go outside the gate with a couple years left. You know what I'm saying? If you look it up, they got lifers that work outside the gate. Believe it or not. They got lifers at work camps that just been so loyal with their custody and everything that never even tried to escape or anything like that. You feel me? So you can have more than a year to go outside the gate. Because my whole squad that I used to hang out with, they all went outside the gate. And we all had like 3.5, 4 years still left to go. You feel me? It's easier though. You know what I'm saying? Did I ever hear about the murder of Kobe Kent? Oh, you talking about like the movie, from the movie The Bully? Yeah. What's up, Matthew Kelly? That shit's crazy though, man. Like at the end of the day, it's like, man, you never know where they're gonna put you, how it's gonna play out, who you're gonna be around. You know, you got people that like, when I got in a fight when I was at Lake Butler about some cutthroats were trying to put down on people that came from down south. I was on the bus because I'm from down south. And when I got in a little fight situation and all this shit, there was people that came from down south with me that didn't stand up or didn't, you know, represent or anything like that, that told me, this is my 4th bid and I ain't never had this happen. I've never had nobody try me like this as soon as I walk in a dorm or anything. And that was their 4th bid. You see, and this was my 1st. You feel me? So it all depends on who you are, you know what I'm saying? Or who's there at the time. You feel me? Because that one dude who, this was his 4th time in prison, he's never been tried. As soon as he went in a dorm, he like people trying to make him break it off and be extorted. And he was soft as cotton. Feel me? Then you got me, I'm with the shits if I gotta be with the shits. You feel me? I'll bump or whatever, you feel me? And my 1st prison bid, boom. You feel me? And I'm the only one that says something. Like, you got me fucked up. I ain't paying shit. I ain't paying no rent. I don't know what the fuck y'all been thinking, what's been going on coming through this fucking reception center, but it ain't happening with me. You know what I'm saying? And then it stirred a whole bunch of shit. You feel me? But he literally told me, bro, this is my fourth beer, bro, and I ain't never had this happen, bro. It ain't never happened. And then when I went to Calhoun, everybody that would come to that camp, bro, people were making them break it off, fight, this and that, this and that. I'm like, I don't know what camps he went to for his last 4 years, but, and then when I went to Charlotte, people were dying, stabbing, and killing. Man, I'm like, shit, bro, I don't know what camp, bro, fucking got lucky and landed at, you know, because I never seen a camp like the ones he went to out of his first 3. You feel me? For real. Are lifers ready to crash before anyone because they got shit to lose? Not always. Some of them be pie. I ain't gonna lie. Florida, it could be 5 and under to go outside the gate, but I'm here in Delaware. You can't go outside unless you got 1 year left. Yeah, see, in Florida, it's definitely different. You feel me? Because like I said, they got people that even are lifers that go outside the gate. But you look at it like, if they run and get caught, they will never, ever get to live as sweet as they're living right now. So for them, even though they're, you know, still in prison, it's the sweetest it's going to be. So it's like, it ain't never going to get any better than this. I'm working outside the gate. You know, I get to move around. I got it made right now, and I got life. So if they fuck around and escape and they get caught, and then when they go back to prison, their custody ain't going to drop. Their custody going to stay up where it's at. Then they going to be in the jungle, the ratchetness to where there ain't really shit they can do. So it's kind of like they don't want to escape unless they know for a fact they ain't getting caught. See what I'm saying? Ever come across some in prison that took an instant dislike to you and kept trying you? Nah, I ain't really had people keep trying me because, like, I had, you know, I got to stand up for myself as soon as that shit comes to me. You feel me? So if someone keeps trying you, then you left that door open for them to keep trying you. You got to draw that line, you know. But I've had people try me off rip because I'm white, you know, and shit. They take these blue eyes and mistake it, you know what I'm saying? Which, not just me, though. There's been black people that get tried off rip, you know, or they won't like that other people like you, so they want to try you, you know, shit like that. Or they want to be more of a friend with that person than that person is a friend to you. So they feel like if I try him and I show he's pussy, then this other one won't be cool with him. And then now you show you ain't pussy and you fade him. You know, different shit like that. But as far as constantly trying me, it ain't happening. Because, like, in prison, like, I got a short fuse, dog, just because I feel like people are intentionally trying me if they try me. So I'm going to dead that shit off rip. I'm going to have more days in prison of not being tried than I am of being tried, because at the end of the day, even if I can't whoop the people who are trying me, they're going to have to whoop me. You feel me? Because I'm hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if I got in a fight with someone and lost, that same person can't talk to me crazy or talk any way they want because they beat me up last time. You're going to have to beat me up again, bro. There ain't no way in hell I'm going to just let you talk to me any kind of way because you won the fight. Motherfucker, I've been, you know, aching for a rematch anyways, I guess. That's you know, but, like, at the end of the day, it's like, that shit got to get shut down first quarter because someone else from the outside's watching motherfuckers trying you, and you letting it slide, you know. Even when you play fight with your homeboys. That's why a lot of gangs don't let their members, their brothers, play around, horseplay with other people. You see what I'm saying? It's like they can get a violation over that. Because other people looking in can see a gang member being tried, manhandled, and beat up by one of his homeboys. But then word goes around that that gang member was getting tried by such and such. You feel me? Then it makes the gang feel like their brother's making them look weak and vulnerable to other organizations. That's why they take horse playing serious. You know what I'm saying? That's like, to me, it's crazy, but that's how it is, though. You know what I'm saying? How much body weight did you lose while in custody? Shit, I went in at 250. 250. I came home, was 185. Yep. Because I remember when I went to the county, my mug shot and everything, I showed my weight was 250. And then I remember when when I was in prison, when I finally got my second ID made, my weight on there was 200. So I was like, damn, I should try to get a bottom bunk pass, because in order to get a bottom bunk pass, you know, you can't be over 200 pounds. I mean, the minimum's 200. For a bottom bunk, they don't want you on the top bunk. Normally, you could be more than 200 pounds and be on the top bunk without a bottom bunk pass. But a reason to try to get a bottom bunk pass is to say you weigh 200 or more, so you should be on a bottom bunk. You feel me? So I remember I was like, I'm gonna get a bottom bunk pass because my ID said 200. You feel me? That's what I was going for. And then when I came home from prison, I was 185 altogether. And it's crazy because I ate crazy while I was in there. Packs every week in the county jail. Packs and a 40. You can only get $40 a week, and then you can get a pack every week faithfully. Chain gang, $100 a week, sometimes even more. It's just, I kept my metabolism going. So that's what it is. It got a, you know, slow metabolism. So like I fasten that bitch up. And then I lose weight the more I would eat. Come home from prison, barely even eat like that. Go one day, 1 or 2 meals. Start storing all that shit as fat. Getting fat. Feel me? That's how it is. Hey, I appreciate that, Louis P. I appreciate that donation. What's up, Kev Jit? You ever saw someone first day in the chain gang get whooped first quarter? Hell yeah, of course. Especially at Calhoun, man, when I was in G-Dorn, Gangland. First quarter, as soon as they come in that bitch. Test the heart, TOH, line that shit up. Yeah, that's how it was. I seen this one Chico dude, he had a scar on his face, which, you know, $150. You know, that shit looked like bad business. When anybody sees that, they're like, either he stole, he told, he's like, you're marked. You feel me? And he came in that bitch and was talking to all the Chicos and shit. The Chicos were looking at his photo albums and all this different shit and cool and everything with him and all that. And really, the Zoes beat him up, jumped him, stabbed the shit out of him like 26 times right then and there. And he got taken out of his first night in the dorm. And all the Chicos had all of his pictures of his baby mamas and kids and females and all that. And then they went to cuffing the picture so they can gun him later. And shit like that. That Chico played right up. Them Chicos played right up under that Chico. All because he had a $150. And then they found out later, while he was in confinement, that he didn't tell her nothing like that. He actually got caught in the crossfire of a riot between the Chicos and another gang in a different institution. So he got cut behind one of those Chicos' brothers. You feel me? But due to him being marked, they fucking took advantage of that shit. All that shit be crazy, bro. You feel me? That shit be like that. Have I ever gave someone a second chance instead of getting... Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's all on what you have at stake. Like what you got going on. You get what I'm saying? It's like I say in my song, Chain Gang Robbery. You know what I'm saying? Like the first step isn't violence. You know what I'm saying? That's it. The second step's violence. First step's finessing. You feel me? I'll try to talk to you about some shit first. Now, a motherfucker ain't gonna put their hands on me or over disrespect me or talk too greasy to me. It's gonna happen right there. You feel me? But as far as like if the situation's in my hand and it's like I'm the aggressor and I'm the one that, you know, got the call of what the fuck's gonna take place at the next thing. Yeah, there's been plenty of times I gave people a chance. Sometimes I feel bad for people. You know, I got a heart, so I feel bad. I know old school ain't got my money, dog. You feel me? I know you ain't got my bread, old school. You feel me? Damn, old school, bro. Why you put me in these situations? You know what I'm saying? And shit. And I'll be wanting to slap them and shit. You feel me? But it's like, you feel me? Like, old school, bro. I'm gonna dead your debt, dog. But don't ask me for a fucking thing ever again, bro. Like, you know, I'll feel bad. When in all reality, I could have put my hands on him. Or, you know, I could have put the same amount he owed me on his head and had someone flip him. You know, so it's like, I got a heart, though. I've gave people chances before. You feel me? Second chance, it can be a sign of weakness, though, right? Yeah, I mean, it depends. Not if people really know you. You know what I'm saying? If people know what you'll do to that person and, you know what I'm saying? It looks bad to people who don't know you that are looking at you. They're like, oh, look, he was scared to do something to such and such. But not really, you know what I'm saying? It all depends, the situation, the scenario, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really like, not every one of the situations are going to look weak, and then not every one of them are going to not look weak. You feel me? It all just depends on the scenario. You feel me? Why do you think white people are targeted so much in East Coast prison compared to the West? I have no idea, man. It's just, a lot of it probably has to do with, like, the history. you know. The history, the way it was back in the days has a lot to do with it. So it's kind of like, and if they got the chance to finally take advantage, they will. But I don't know. It's just crazy, though, because we don't like where I'm from in Florida. We don't go off of colors. Like it don't matter if you're white, black, Spanish, or anything on the streets, bro. Everybody gets treated the same. You feel me? But then when you get locked up, since you're outnumbered, they pull that race card, that crack of this card first, like off rip, and it's all about white against black type shit. You feel me? That's how it is normally. Like, you know. How did I celebrate Thanksgiving? Did the state provide a better meal that day? Yeah, they provide you a decent meal. You know, don't get me wrong. You feel me? Depends on where you're at and how they do it. You might get sweet potato pie, peach cobbler or something, or a little bit of dressing, you know, a little scoop of cranberry sauce, piece of turkey, or, you know, if it's actual turkey. And instead of getting slices of bread, you get a bread roll, you know, things like that. So they feed you better. But the crazy thing about it is, if, like, for instance, Tuesday, all right, let's like boom, today's Tuesday. Today's chicken day, okay, in Florida prison. You're supposed to get chicken on Tuesdays. Them boys ain't get chicken today because they're getting a good meal Thursday. See, so if that holiday falls like in the week, you're not getting a good meal 2 times a week. You feel me? So chicken on the bone is what you're supposed to get every Tuesday. That's chicken day. You feel me? But at the same time, people are not gonna give you chicken then. Like if Christmas fell on Friday, I remember they gave us barbecue chicken one time on Christmas. They took the same chicken they were supposed to give us Tuesday and just slapped barbecue sauce on it and gave us plain yellow rice. Instead of white rice, it was like white rice dyed. It just looked yellow. And instead of the regular like pinto beans they give you, they gave us black-eyed peas. That was our Christmas dinner with a little bread roll. You feel me? But they buck you on, you're never going to get that bitch twice in a week, bro. They got you. They gave them boys either patties today or hot dogs. Hot dogs is like the go-to. Those are the two. You feel me? That's crazy, right? How does Florida deal with sex offenders? I mean, nobody checks people's paperwork down here in Florida. You feel me? So, like, if it comes out what they are, or if someone, like, is in the dorm and they're looking people up and shit and they know, then, you know, it depends, really. You feel me? Like, I've seen offenders be, like, worshipped. Had people go in the canteen for them, fill in their locker and everything like that. Like, they just were so cool with that individual. You feel me? Then I've seen people get their ass whooped because of that. It normally comes out when box time, okay? So it's like, if I'm in the box and they're going to put someone in my cell, and that person they come to put in my cell is an offender, other people are going to look at me some type of way if I don't handle the situation that they put him in here with me. You feel me? So my job is to know what the fuck he's in here for before I even cuff up to let you put him in my cell. Because by law, I have to cuff up in order for you to open my door. You see what I'm saying? So I can't just let you put anybody in here. I want to know what he's in here for. You feel me? And then if they tell me, oh, it ain't happening. Oh, so you're refusing a roommate? You're going to get a DR. Fuck it. Run that shit. Then everybody in the quad's going to send word around like, oh, bruh, Frog's 100, though. That boy caught an extra 30 in the box because he didn't want bruh in his cell with him because he's an offender. And then now word's going to get around that bruh's an offender. And then no one's going to want him in their cell. And then that's how it's going to go. You see? And then he's going to get put on PC. He's going to have to check in or something. You feel me? It's crazy, ain't it? Do people ever make mixed drinks with jailhouse wine? Like mix it with soda or add Kool-Aid packs? Sometimes. It's been done, you know, but most of the time, you know, that shit be made out of different stuff. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, one batch we had was made out of blueberries. They donated a shitload of blueberries. That was the good thing about Charlotte CI. That shit was by the port. By Port Charlotte. So where the port was, they donate so much different food. We get shit that other camps ain't got. And they would donate pallets of Snickers, like the little snack-sized Snickers, fucking blueberries, like anything, like packs of saltine crackers, like real deal saltine crackers, or them fucking little cookie sticks that people eat that go on like ice cream. Though, like stuff like that. And then like with the blueberries, they would smuggle them back to the quad and make fucking buck out of those. So when you're drinking it, it tastes like dead ass wine, like real deal. And then you drop some hard candies in there. That's what I see people do more than like mixed packets of drinks. You feel me? You mix hard candy in there. You feel me? You melt the hard candies down. You feel me? And then you pour it in there and it's like a liquid. You know? That's how it is basically. What's up, YouTube viewer? Greetings. Oh, that bag turkey. Francis Grimm, I know where you live. The whole world knows where I live. Eastside Davy. Ain't no secret. I ain't hard to find. That real now, Brother Drew's Aquariums. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving as well. Can someone get a knife or make a knife without anyone else knowing in prison? Or no way around it? I mean, somebody's going to see you making it some type of way. There's going to be certain ways where people hear you making it. Hear you, like, you got to think about it. How are you going to sharpen it? You know, people are going to have to hear you sharpening it. You know, or you're going to have to hand it off to someone to get it sharpened for you. Unless you're in this, like, box and you don't have a cellmate. Or you're in the quad where you don't have a cellmate. But even if, you got to look at it. People are going to know more about you having a knife, trying to get one and making it yourself because you're making it than already purchasing one already made. You see, that's why it's better. Like, if you were to just purchase a knife already made, already sharpened and everything, the only person that knows you purchased that knife is the motherfucker you bought the knife off of. Now, if you buy a piece of metal or a piece of plexiglass off someone or break a piece off the fence or a piece off of the, you know, the food cart or wherever you get it from, a lawnmower blade, now the time it's going to take you to make the knife, people are going to know. You feel what I'm saying? Like it literally, like some knives, sharpening certain metals and plexiglass and all that shit might take you 3 weeks. You might have to do sessions every night for 3 weeks just to get that bitch how it should be. So now you got 3 weeks of trying to hide you having a knife. And if you're in a cell, people hear through the walls, just like they hear when you flush the toilet. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to hear that. They're going to know, oh shit, someone's sharpening a knife. Like when the lights go out at certain camps, that's all you hear in different directions. You know people are making knives right now. Or if you're in an open bay, you know, and someone's gonna go over there and splash water in the corner thing and then make and sharpen it over there too. You feel me? It's like harder. So it's like shit. Everyone's gonna know you have a knife by the time you make it. You're better off just buying that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is, though. At the end of the day, you feel me? You feel me? Do famous people like rappers gotta check in first quarter? Or do they hit general population? It all depends. You know, like. A lot of them, I'm going to be real, I don't think they, you know, a lot of them talk that rah-rah and everything because, and they say, oh, I ain't never going to PC up. You feel me? I'll never this, I'll never that. They're going to put them on PC first quarter, the officers. Not because the rapper wants to. You feel me? And a lot of rappers won't want to because they know they're going to get put on PC. You feel me? They're a high profile. So the guards would have to put them on PC at certain institutions. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. I can't speak of any other coast. But down here in Florida, the guards, if your name is that high, you got to hope you don't get put on PC. You know what I'm saying? There might be a couple that are walking through like, you know, neighborhood rappers, you know, independent rappers, like people that people know from rapping, but not like, you know, like Lil Wayne or any other, or like Plies, for instance. If Plies went to prison down here in Florida, and he's from Florida, they wouldn't just throw him on general population because he's a high profile. And it's not like his choice. You know, you got people that get put on PC because they get chased by people with knives. Even though, like I had my homeboy Drake, he got chased on camera by someone with a knife and they put him on PC. He didn't want to be put on PC. But due to the fact that he was seen on camera being chased by someone that had a knife, they had to put him on PC. So the guards would have to put him on PC or else there's going to be a lawsuit because you know there's going to be people that want to be cool with that individual, just like there's people that, oh, he's famous. They want to be known as the person that gets you. You see? So it's like the guards would like for their best interest, feel like you being in a PC or you being in your own cell, you know, or even if they don't purposely put you like on protective custody, they'll put you in a cell by yourself, and then they'll have it to where y'all rotate like when you come in and out. So you're on general population. Some of the celebrities might be on general population, right? But they're locked in their cell at different times. They're allowed out at different times than everybody else. And they don't want nobody at their cell. They're yelling over the intercom, don't go near that cell. Stay away from, you get caught near that cell, you're going. So they're basically keeping people away from that person and keeping that person to where there's no way he can get hurt, no way he can get harmed. Everybody goes to chow. When everybody goes to chow, they bring him his one tray. You see? And then when everybody's locked down, he's allowed out to take a shower. You know, that's how it would work. It would like, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way. And then, but he literally wasn't on PC, but it was still a PC, you know, lifestyle, the way they had it all set up. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's like in my eyes. What's the worst story you have of guy getting turned out? Shit, a motherfucker can't really get turned out. You know, if someone says they went to prison and got turned out, 9 times out of 10 they had that sugar in their tank already. You see what I'm saying? Like they had that sugar in their tank. You feel me? And they literally just went there, and it just was easier for them to come out of the closet about it and be honest with themselves. Because the way prison is there's so many people in there giving it away, I should say, that a motherfucker ain't really got to take nothing. Because there's so many in there that give it away. You see, so it's very rare that someone gets taken and then that's their lifestyle now. You feel me? A part of them wanted to be taken. You feel me? They just didn't know how to cope with not being able to be honest with themselves. You feel me? That's how I look at it. Feel me? But all right, y'all, I've been on here for a little while, man. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this stream up. Figured I'd come on here and chop it up with y'all. Y'all stay tuned, man. Tomorrow, man, most likely I'm going to drop a video. For those that don't know about K-Frog Gaming, y'all check us out, man. Y'all come over there and vibe. I'm going to be going live over there here in a little bit. New chapter of the game I'll be playing actually just dropped today. So I got to do a live stream tonight for sure. You know, even if you ain't in the video games, you know, chop it up. Pop up over there, drop a comment. You'll see we vibe. I talk about prison and all that shit over there too. It's the same shit that we're doing right now. Ain't no different. It's just, it's more of a vibe. I'm playing the game as we're talking. I got the game in the background so you could see it. You feel me? Real professional shit. So like how you see my background on my setup studio right here, my recording studio, you don't see none of this. You see the game. You feel me? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We hang out over there. We have fun. For anybody who be hanging out over there, you already know that shit's a vibe, man. We be having hoes pull up. We have all types of different shit. We have fucking people meet. You might meet the love of your life. You feel me? But anyways, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the donation, stuff like that. Y'all stay tuned. Most likely, I'll be dropping a video tomorrow, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this real spill, this good old Q&A. Try to answer as many people as I could, you know. And I appreciate y'all, man. Like I always say, make sure you keep them rats, squares, clowns, chomos, pedos, gunners, wannabe honor boys, clout chasers, lying-ass motherfuckers on YouTube, motherfuckers who can't stand that heat, keep them fuckers out your kitchen. Till next time, you already know this, the one and only. I am my team, Frog. Fuck with me, y'all. Have a good night.